Kafka's flexibility has allowed me to clear the in-game content time and time again. While many players dropped Kafka until her recent improvements, I was one of those players who continuously stayed loyal and stayed truthful to the character. Now, with 3.5 on the horizon, with Heistlands, everything with Kafka is about to change yet again. Unfortunately, this might be the last Memory of Chaos video that I upload to YouTube. I will explain more on the context behind this on the second side of MOC. I am going to let the first side breathe and have its time to shine. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the second side.
Does that hurt? You turn on. Just in time. Relax. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
What do you want to know?
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Cutting the net. Grace and elegance. Relax. Naughty child. Now. Stand still. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
What do you want to know?
Stand still. Say bye to breathing. There's more to life. Relax. You're too good today. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Grace and elegance. Stand still. Relax. Will be swept away by the wind. May as well kill them all. Stand still. Existence is meaningless. Now. Just a little something. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Memories beneath the water, lives in endless abyss. Stand still. That'll take more than medicine.
Some value, I suppose. Relax.
Destiny isn't chosen.
Your fate is dead.
Just a little something.
So this is the
Good
one to play.
time to say bye. Boom. Now, stand still.
Relax.
Stand still.
Grace and elegance. Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. What do you want to know?
Relax.
Memories of beneath the water, lives in endless abyss. Stand still. Now. Just a little something. Relax. You're too good today.
Okay, so around the middle of August, what is going to end up happening is YouTube will be rolling out their AI face scan recognition system. This is going to be their particular way of trying to guesstimate the age of their users on the platform. Now, supposedly, they've already rolled this out to a small number of individuals. I'm not for sure if this will be a full-blown thing in the middle of August or if they'll just consistently slowly roll it out as time goes by. I'm not for sure. There wasn't too deep of a dive on how it's going to fully work in the full limitations of it, but I am just going to go ahead and give you my POV. When I personally upload Honkai Star Rail videos, I mark these videos as not made for kids. So when this Face app comes out, if there are certain people who have watched my content in the past and the Face app recognizes those individuals as minors, there's a possibility that you may no longer be able to watch anything that I upload. If I have to use this Face app going into the future, there's a possibility that the Face app might not recognize my face at all. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I've already ran into this problem with a different face scanning app. I believe the name of it is called AgeGo. The app literally did not recognize my face. So even though I was willing to prove my identity through various ways, I wasn't really able to do that through a face recognition as an example. I am mentally prepared to be in the scenario where the YouTube AI thing doesn't recognize my face, and in the worst case scenario, at some point I may no longer be able to upload content on YouTube. If that ends up being the case, that's gonna suck. I do like uploading videos onto YouTube, but if I can't upload due to the face recognition app not working properly, I might just be SOL at that point. This is really nothing really new as far as like the general gaming entertainment spectrum. I do remember back in the past reading articles or watching videos on how Mortal Kombat was heavily attacked back in the day because it was too gory and they tried to stop it. That's why we have the ESRB rating, for example. I want to say Doom might have also had some influence on that, but Mortal Kombat was definitely the game that like pushed it over the top because of its gory fatalities and things along those lines. Throughout time, there's been various articles talking about how gaming has caused crime rates to go up, even though there's been time and time again counter evidence showing otherwise. Definitely in the coming weeks, there's probably going to be more and more countries that are going to be releasing their own form of laws. This will still be an ongoing and developing thing. I know with MasterCard and Visa, they have tried to stop the payment processes for like games that might not be deemed suitable for kids, even if these games are just maybe like like gory games. And this is something that's been done through Collective Shout. So what's happening currently is itch.io has been going through the process of restoring some of those games that were completely fine, and they're free games essentially. You don't have to pay any money or anything along those lines. And then for Steam, probably something similar is going to be happening. If some of these horror games are being targeted, they may be back up on the platform at some point in the future, being provided for free or something along those lines. Unfortunately, because Visa and MasterCard have such a strong monopoly on payment options online, it's very difficult to maneuver around them and just have an alternative already ready to go. This is why I think monopolies normally end up sucking, because either that respective company will end up abusing their power, or some organization or group like Collective Shout in this case will try to force Visa or MasterCard to do what they want to do. Some individuals have made the argument that any kind of censorship is bad censorship because it leads it to a slippery slope. And this has already been proven true time and time again. Like for example, with the whole Steam and the itch.io situation, there have been various horror games that have been removed, even if these games were not deemed as pornographic games. Now, when it comes to MiHoYo games specifically, I think if there's any game that's going to end up being targeted, it's probably going to be Zenless Zone Zero, just because this has the most sexual fan service of the most popular MiHoYo games currently. I don't know where things are going to go from here. Again, this is still an ongoing and developing thing. A lot of people are pushing back when they're in. Some people have been contacting Visa, MasterCard, letting them know that they're not happy with these changes and things along those lines. So we'll just have to see what happens in the coming weeks. That's all I really have to say in that regards. Just thought I would give everyone a heads up, just in case you may not be seeing too many more videos from me. I'm just gonna very briefly, quickly comment on the drip marketing that we had for 3.5. We have a new form for March and Dan Heng, and they both look pretty cool. Now, there is some speculation that one of these characters is going to be provided for free. I personally don't think either one of these characters is going to be provided for free. That's just my personal opinion. I think March Premium probably going to be paid, and then I think for Dan Heng, the reason why I don't think he's going to be a free character is because Inhibitor Lune sold it phenomenally well in China, and I think in the Chinese community, he's an extremely popular character. I just can't see either one of these characters being given out for free. A character that I could see possibly be given out for free in the future would be Cyrene, and then her super wedding dress, super powered up mode is the mode that they say, hey, you're gonna have to use your save tickets, or you're gonna have to spend money to get this character. That's the angle that I could see MiHoYo going with, but only time will tell. If in the event that either March or Dan Heng get provided for free, I'm not gonna complain about it. Although since March is Remembrance Path, I'm not really for sure if I'll use her or not. But again, I'm not expecting her or Dan Heng to be free because they are very, very popular characters. At least in my opinion anyways. Only time will tell if I'm wrong. If you have taken up the time to watch this or listen to this, just want to say thank you so much for your time. You be safe out there. Deuces.
I weep for the departed.